Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice.
I can't figure out how some yokel from Smallville is suddenly getting every hot story in town.
Well, Lois, the truth is I'm actually Superman in disguise, and I only pretend to be a journalist in order to hear about disasters as they happen and then squeeze you out of the byline.
You're a sick man, Kent.
I'm not very pro-anonymity myself, or privacy, but lots of people are absolutely committed to it, aren't they? I mean, privacy for them is vital. They can't imagine otherwise.
The terrible penalty of crucifixion has been set aside on the single condition that you identify the body or the living person of the slave called Spartacus.
What does stealing an identity mean?
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus!
But I think that phrase, stealing an identity, is a phrase with great power.
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus!
So many of these things, all right-thinking people would jump the same way. There's things we're all against, and, blah, 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 blah. But that I can see as a sort of a high-level meta-question, essentially involving the internet. It's not just a moral question for fun, where people, I think, would take radically different views.
Come on out. Come out, whoever you are.
Behind the shield of anonymity on the web, they say and do awful things they wouldn't dream of saying any other way. But that's always been true, hasn't it? Because anonymous letters, we should poison pen letters.
Step out in the light and let's have a look at it.
Chat rooms under anonymity seem to cause people to behave badly.
Nobody thinks in terms of human beings. Governments don't. Why should we? They talk about the people and the proletariat. I talk about the suckers and the mugs. It's the same thing.
Sometimes you know who the person is. I know who some of those people are.
Bruce Wayne.
And what do you do for a living?
One way out is to stop anonymity. And lots of people actually are prepared to say that is the way out.
Mr. Hitler!
Stop anonymity, which is the old panopticon view. God sees everything, so we should see everything. You won't be wicked if I can see into your windows.
Have you ever seen any of your victims?
I never feel comfortable on these sort of things. Victims? Don't be melodramatic.
Versus the people who think that the ability to be anonymous and private is sort of somehow part of your ethical integrity.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus!
You should have all the possible strong fraud measures you need to stamp out the crime. I don't obviously that connects you to privacy and anonymity at all.
Would you really feel any pity if one of those dots stopped moving forever? If I offered you £20,000 for every dot that stopped, would you really, old man, tell me to keep my money? Or would you calculate how many dots you could afford to spend, free of income tax?
In America, health records are the only things you are entitled to privacy on, by the way. You're not entitled to almost any other privacy at all. But health records you are. And I'm not hung up on health records, but some people are, because they say, if somebody gets hold of my health records on the net, they'll do X to me. And I don't believe this. They won't give you insurance if they find out you've got AIDS. It seems to me the answer to that is simple legislation, but I don't know.